And good evening, everybody. Now for your evening news with yours truly, Gator Kincaid, as we are touching on local headlines. Of course, news out of the state of Alabama and news on the local front as well. Our news coverage this evening is brought to you in part by our friends at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, exit 62 in Opelika. Get ready to smile. Also brought to you in part this evening by our friends at South State Bank with branches in Valley and West Point. SewingMachine.com, where you can turn that arts and crafts dream into a reality. The Tire Man, Kenny Knox and Kenny Knox Tire and Service. The Grossman Law Firm. And Southern Union State Community College with campuses in Wadley, Opelika, and Fob James Drive in Valley. All right, let's start off with our top story. And for former President Donald Trump, not the best day. As the former 45th President of the United States was charged today with 4 felony counts for an attempt to overturn the 2020 election. Trump was charged with conspiracy to defraud the United States, witness tampering, and conspiracy against the rights of citizens and obstruction of an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding. The former president, no stranger now to indictments, I assume will press on. Right now, despite the felony counts, despite the indictments, he is the leading contender for the Republican National Convention. And the polls show that he is, without a shadow of a doubt, the front runner to become the Republican nominee for the presidential ticket in 2024. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. All right, a look at your weather forecast now. Let's talk about what we're dealing with tonight. A better chance of showers and thunderstorms. Otherwise, summer-like conditions. We'll see a low around 70 right now. Still hot and humid in 92, 93 degrees currently. And now news on the local front. Did you happen to notice last night in Valley? Now this photo here, taken and submitted to us by our friend John Frederick. I call him Rev Fred. This is near the Valley High School gym. Everything seems to be okay, but as you can see by the photo, a very concerning situation last night. No injuries to report. Everything is fine, but breathe a sigh of relief. It certainly could have been a very potentially scary situation. Now, news from the state of Alabama, and after months of thinking maybe there is a chance, not so fast. President Joe Biden yesterday announced that the Space Command Center, which many predicted would be going to Huntsville, is going to stay in Colorado. U.S. officials told the Associated Press on Monday that President Biden was convinced by the head of the Space Command, General James Dickinson, who argued that moving the headquarters would jeopardize military readiness. Dickinson's view, however, was in contrast of Air Force leadership who studied the issue at length and determined that relocating to Huntsville was the right move. According to many legislators in Alabama, the fight is not over, but as for now, it looks as though the Huntsville move has taken a very serious hit, but hopefully something can occur. I would personally like to see it in Huntsville, but hey, I'm an Alabamian and I am biased. All right, stay close, guys. Coming right around the corner, we have got more news, more events, big career fair at East Alabama Health. All that and more straight ahead here on your evening news.
Now at Glenn Smith in Opelika, the new full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cab discounted up to $9,000 off. The popular GMC Terrain up to $6,750 off. Shop online anytime at glennsmith.com. That's GLYNN Smith.com. Plus, no payments for 120 days at Glenn Smith GMC.
Over 250 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Turn that arts and crafts dream into a reality at sewingmachine.com. They offer sewing machines, printers, presses, as well as embroidery and vinyl, offering premium quality and discounts since 1983.
South State Bank in West Point is your local bank, serving the community. South State's goal has always been to help you meet yours, no matter how big or small your goal may be. Visit us at one of our local South State locations or online at southstatebank.com to get started.
I am Deborah Mitchell. Give us a call today for a free consultation and let us help you.
And now let's get you caught up with things going on in the area. As you can see, a week of plenty of events. On Friday, we'll be at EAMC Lanier for a big career fair where they have several positions, and they'll be providing information for the upcoming CNA class. It'll kick off at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday at EAMC Lanier right over there in Valley. And with back to school right around the corner. On Thursday, W.O. Lance Elementary having a Meet the Teacher where you can meet the teachers and talk about transportation and any questions parents may have. Also coming up tomorrow, West Point Elementary having a Meet the Teacher where you can talk to your teacher and get information on transportation as well as registration. Also, parents, you can sign up for PTO. And there's also a lot of open house prior to the Chambers County School District, which will open up, I believe, on August the 8th for the county district-wide. A lot of information out there, and you can see on your screen right there that there are open dates for open house for those respective schools. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how to put this, but are we a little nervous about the potential, and that is a key word, of COVID-19 returning? You may have noticed in the community that several have tested positive for COVID-19. President Biden says he has a team that is looking and studying the long-term effects of COVID-19. With school returning, with finally trying to get things on track, the last thing we need is a surge and, dare I say, the potential of a second pandemic. I would urge everybody to be cautious. And I'm not making this up. I know people individually and personally that have recently tested positive for COVID-19. We're coming right back, and we'll get you up to date with things going on in the area at Lee County. New internet, possibly. I'll explain coming up. All that and more right around the corner here on your nightly news.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Glenn Smith and Opelika, the new full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 Crew Cab, discounted up to $9,000 off. The popular GMC Terrain up to $6,750 off. Shop online anytime at glennsmith.com. That's GLYNN Smith.com. Plus, no payments for 120 days at Glenn Smith GMC.
Over 250 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
King Knox Tire off of I-85, exit 77 on Bob James Drive. Best tire prices for you and me. 756-8473.
Your partner, your neighbor, your friend. Since 1907, serving our local communities, Auburn Bank is a proud supporter of high school football and local news. FDIC insured and equal housing lender.
So a lot of back-to-school bashes is coming up on the horizon just before school officially starts back. Let's get you caught up on on just a few of them. Coming up tomorrow, Troup County having a back-to-school pep rally, 6 to 8 at the Confidence Missionary Baptist Church. Free food, free popcorn. I like that. And coming up on Saturday in Lynette, Power Up back-to-school rally presented by the Lynette Church of Christ. Shortly after, Lynette Parks and Recs having a big back-to-school bash and high school challenges beginning at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then the Upper Room Church in Valley coming up on Sunday with a back-to-school bash from 5 to 8 where everything is indeed free. Yesterday in Lee County, BEAM, which stands for Building East Alabama Mobile, presented to the Lee County Commission the possibility of a potential understanding so that they could broaden out internet service in a lot of the rural areas in Lee County. BEAM says they've laid approximately 8,000 feet of fiber optic cable, and this is something that they want to expand out to even serve more homes in Lee County. No news as of yet. They just pretty much presented their case to the commission yesterday. My name is Gator Kincaid. Don't forget, we'll be back later on tonight for more news. You can also follow us on our Facebook page, our YouTube page as well for news